Hello, how is everyone today? Thank you so much for joining me, guys. Those of you who are back, I appreciate you. We did just do the members live, so if you guys are not um, in the members group, you should join. Um, we usually do something every Monday, so I did some readings for the group today, personal. Okay, so I hope everyone had a beautiful Father's Day. Enjoyed your day, whether you're mother or father. Hi, Jackie. Hi, Flawed. Hi, Nathan. Hi, Candy. Candy's back. Um, you know, whether you may be filling in the father's role, you don't have to be a father type, but we appreciate all the people that are stepping in and doing the job for the people. I had a good day. I did some cooking. My husband and my son-in-law, of course, my daughter and her kids came. And my husband just always, he likes for me to cook. So I always cook him a big meal and, invite everybody else. So we had a really good day. And then we played some games and that kind of thing. So, and the weather was nice. Hi, Jay Terrell. How is everyone doing? Guys, as you come in, please hit the hit the like button, share and subscribe if you're not subscribed. That way we'll get more people in. And yeah, we're gonna talk about some things today. I want to talk about the parade. Of course, I want to talk about what happened in Missouri. Um, the No Kings Day. I got my list here. Um, and Diddy. I'm sure people have questions about that. What's going on with that also? So we may touch on quite a few things today. So anyway, guys, if you tell me how even if you're a woman, tell me how your Father's Day went in the chat. Women, men. My father's passed on, um, and also my husband's father. So pretty much, we have the kids over and they help us celebrate my husband. So that's what we did. Mary, did you hear about the car driving into the protest? Yeah, I did hear something about that. We can talk about that too. Hi, RD. It was wacky. My dad is. Your dad is so boring. Really? Really? Well, you probably still had a good time, right? Flawed. It probably still was good. It just feel blessed that you still got him around, whether he's bored or not. He's boring or not, or bored or boring. Um, you know. Hi, Tink. Thank you. Thank you for becoming a new member. I appreciate you. Yes. Thank you so much. Yeah, we had a good little chat today. Orange people, orange peel paid people. Mm-hmm. With his coin. I figured that. Boy, he is, you just can't trust him. I'll be anything. Put that back up there again. Um, why is it not showing? Okay, there it goes. I appreciate you, Tink. Um, anyway, Phil, I hope you're back. You're back on this channel. Um, oh, hi, Zen. Did I miss you? Primer, not CNC. Yeah, Candy says her father died in 2012. Yes, that makes it hard, you know. Just want to give some more people a chance to come into the chat. Oh, I see you now. He sells cell phones now. Zen. We're going to get into it, guys, because we've got a lot to talk about. There's been a lot happening, as you guys all know. Trying to get back to my notes. So much happening, and we did talk about him leaving the summit earlier in the earlier chat, and I think they just don't like him. He wants to be a big bully. He wants to be the bully. Oh, really, Nathan? Nathan says they also took fake clapping sounds from another video. Wait, let me go back to it. Where is it? Shoot. Okay, here it is. They also took fake clapping sound from another video to make believe the audience was clapping. Wow. I think it was probably, that's being desperate. You know what I'm saying? That is being desperate. Okay, let's get into it. Let's talk about the parade and how he feels about it. And we know that it didn't go the way he expected it to go. Okay, let's do this first. Let's talk about this being for entertainment purposes only. Anything I say here today is for entertainment purposes only, and everything is alleged. So we can get that out the way. So we know that, well, he would say that everything was great, everything's wonderful. It was the biggest parade ever. You know, guys, there's never been a parade bigger than that one. How could there have been when he wasn't there? We all know how he's gonna talk about it, but that's fine. You know, that's him. We know him by now. Okay, but how does he really feel? How does Orange Peel really feel about the parade? How does he really feel about the parade? Also, he was there. Muskrat was there too. Wow. Hi, Steph. He was there too. See, I didn't look at it. Thank you, moderators, for checking in. I appreciate you guys. I didn't look at it because, I mean, I was just like, you know, every once in a while, you know, a picture came up online, you know, and I would click on it and stay there for a few seconds. But, you know, everybody was saying how terrible it was. Of course, you're going to get those people that say it's the best. It was the best parade and they had large crowds. Sometimes you just don't know what to believe, you know. Okay, is that a knight? Yeah, that's the Knight of Swords. No, that's a Page of Swords. So we're going to be getting some truthful information about what really happened. Because I just said, you don't know what to believe sometimes, but from what I saw, the crowds were not that big, but it depends on what channel you listen to. But we will be hearing the truth about it. Maybe they'll give us some numbers. But right now, I want to know what he feels. What did he think about his parade? My spirit, tell me. What did he think about his BD parade? Whatever he wanted to call it. It was special for him, I'm sure. All right, spirit. It was the information on the deck. We have the Four of Wands, so that makes me think that this Four of Wands look a little different, guys. Looks a little different, but he thought he was being creative by doing that, and he thought that he was going to bring some kind of structure with that four. He was going to show his might. That was what he thought was going to happen. What else? Ooh, okay. He wanted to show. He wanted to show pretty much Pootie. He wanted to show Pootie how strong he was. Okay. And then we have the Six of Swords. So this is for, okay, well, we know that though. This was for the benefit of other people looking at him. He wanted to get to other people to look at him as being so powerful and being pretty much what he wants to be, the king on No King's Day, right? He wanted to show his mighty force, and he thought that this would bring him together, bring him with more people would come together and gather around him. That's what he was expecting. But with these swords showing up here, I think that, and there's that X again. That puts me in the mind of Muskrat, of course. But what we're getting here really is the truth coming out about what really happened. He thought that this would make things better for him, that people would like him more, that people would accept him more. And when I say people, I'm talking about the people, mainly the other rulers, the other, countries' rulers and that kind of thing is what he was looking for, because what happened in the past? Okay, so he took all of this action. Because he was already upset. He was already heartbroken about the fact that he's not getting his way. So this is one of the reasons that he did this. He thought that this would make people look up to him, but it didn't happen. And we have the three of wands. So he really did put a lot into this. He planned a lot. And he thought that it would help him going forward in order to do this. But okay, we need to know what's really happening with him. So the King of Cups shows up here. We know he's not the King of Cups, guys. He's not an emotional kind of person. He's not that kind of good king that's, I don't know who this King of Cups is. So this is kind of like who he sees himself as. Yeah, he could be thinking that he is a good person, a good king. This is in his mind, though. He's the good ruler. That's just in his mind. He's yeah. Ten. Then we have the 10 of coins. Okay. He wants people to see him as the strong leader, the strong ruler. I'm not getting what I want because we already know this. Okay, Spirit, tell me more. I really need to know more about this. How is he feeling about it? Okay. So we have the Hierophant. And the Hierophant, he thought that this would help him. Um, there would be some kind of change because of him doing this. See, right now, the Hierophant is about institutions and that kind of thing. We're talking about the government in this particular case. So he thought that he would make that some kind of change would come forward because of what he's doing. He's showing all his might and that kind of thing. But his head is down here. So he knows that things did not work out the way that he thought that they would. See, he's still searching for that way to make things happen the way that he wants, because he wants to make sure that everybody looks up to him, but it's not happening. It's not happening. It's like he's still searching. Okay, we have the 2 of Cups. 2 of Cups. He thought that this would help him with partnerships see, here's the deal. This didn't happen like he thought. He thought that he would be able to partner with other countries. They would look up to him. Because the United States was, or hopefully it is still a strong nation, but they didn't do it. The other presidents didn't do it, or the recent ones didn't do it on using bully tactics. And he's used so many bully tactics that he scared people away. So now he's trying to use his might again to show them, to develop these partnerships again, because people are walking away from him. People are laughing at him. The other countries don't want to have anything to do with him. So that was his plan. Okay, but I need to know, Spirit, how is he feeling about his plan, about this parade? What is he feeling? I got the backstory. I need the story about what he's feeling right now. The Page of Wands. He's trying to control the narrative. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to say that it was so great, like he always does. So this message about it being so great, it's not getting through though. It's like he's holding this light up, but there's this other hand pushing him away. This message is not getting through. And with this being a page, it's really not a big message. People are not grasping it like he thought they would. And it's kind of like, basically, guys, I think he's ashamed. Look at his face. His face is all covered up. I think it's more shameful than anything else. And we have the 6 of Cups here. I think this is emotional for him. He wants things. He did this parade thinking, well, he wants things to go back to the way they were. And when I say back to the way they were, guys, I'm talking about back before he even tried to sign up for being a president. Okay? He's reminiscing about the way things were, about how he had everything pretty much under control before he became the president. Because look at this. We got the women. There's a woman here. All of that came into play since he's been president. What he's trying to do with women, how he's talked about women, what he's tried to see, all that's coming into play here. So he wants things to go back to the way they were. He wants things to be more balance for him. He wishes he could forget about this whole situation, about this whole presidency, to be honest with you. Oh my goodness. He feels like a fool. Guys, he actually feels foolish. He's feeling like everybody's seeing him like the fool. Okay? He's recognizing how pitiful what he did was, among other things that he's done. But this, he's really feeling like a fool. And I think people are really rubbing it in for him. Wow. I think that's wonderful. I know we shouldn't be, but he deserves it. He deserves it. He feels like a fool, Lisa. Hi, Lisa. We were talking about the way that the parade went off, how he's feeling about that. He thought it was going to go much better, and it didn't. Hi, Shalom. Okay, but the thing is, all he had to do was say no to, oh, probably shouldn't. Yeah. Yeah, he could have said, he's reminiscing, guys, about the past, not just Project 25. I think he regretted the first time he became president because people really started looking into him. And now he's really, really regretting it because people are showing him how they really feel about him. You know what I'm saying? So I think things are shifting for him. You know, as far as that goes, I think he doesn't like the state being woke. You know, they don't like the woke thing. But I think he's waking up. I think he's waking up. I got to get some water. Yeah, I think that's what's happening to him, even though he doesn't like that term. I think he's probably getting the message right about now, guys. So, oh, Sissy, thank you so much. I appreciate you, honey. Does anyone know yet the reason why? Why? Yeah, I'm going to talk about that. Um, I don't know. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. As a matter of fact, I can ask about it right now. That was on my list. They haven't, as far as I know, there hasn't been an official statement, but we're going to see. Sissy, let me give you your spirit rings. I appreciate you, honey. And of course, back at you tenfold. I appreciate you. Well, I have my feelings about it, but you know, we're going to see what the cards say. Or some of them. Well, let's see. All right, Spirit. You need to know why his last name was Vance. Yeah. I think. Was his last name Vance? Or his first name was Vance? Spirit knows who I'm talking about. Guys, put his name in the chat for me. His first name was Vance. Yeah, I remember Vance because of Vance. Okay, we'll just call him Mr. Vance. Spirit, why did Mr. Vance Dr. Vance? Oh, he was doctor. Wow. Bolton. Bolter. Bolter. Why did Bolter commit the crimes, Spirit? Why did Bolter commit the crimes? I probably should be using it. Well, why did Walter commit the crimes against the senator's spirit? Why did Walter commit the crimes against the senators and their families? Why? Why did he commit the crimes against the senator's spirit and their families? What happened? What's going on with him, Spirit? Oh, we got to clean up. Of course, we know that he had more people on the list. So he wanted to go through and clean house. He wanted to get rid of them. But what made him? What made him do that? Hi, Valerie. Hi, Witch. Okay. We have Hotel Motel. I think that this is about maybe him meeting with someone. I think that there were others behind this also, and they've maybe got together and decided what they were going to do. But why? Here's the death card. He wanted to bring about change. He wanted to bring about change. You know, I feel like they are definitely, when we talk about MAGA, we're talking about this cultist kind of way of living. And yeah, he wanted to bring some kind of change because, you know, when we're talking about the making sure that they pretty much do, he has enough of his own people in there to do what he wants them to do. So he's talking about getting rid of the Democrats, right? I don't know if he feels like that's going to bring about more Republicans in those seats, because why would he attack politicians? Caregivers. So he did it for someone else. And we can I don't have to say the name, but he did it for someone else. He thought he was helping someone else. We have the child. Okay, so he thought, okay, here we go, guys. He thought that this was going to be a new beginning for him in some way. I don't know. Was he getting paid for this? Because this is like a new start. Revenge. Revenge. Now somebody, I don't know if this is true or not. But I heard that the senators that voted the way that a lot of people didn't want them to vote was their names were on the list for something that was being voted on. That could be it. Although I don't think we've heard yet. My husband asked me that the other today, did they say anything about why he did it? But the only thing I can think of, guys, and this is, I think he was doing the job. I really do. Couple. Now, remember, I don't know if you guys heard this, but they found his wife with passports and all that kind of thing. So the two of them worked together. Now, did they work with anyone else? Suicide. This is here. Guys, I really believe he was probably threatened. He kind of had to do it. Yeah. Did they get everybody? This is an accomplice. That could be, well, I don't want to give conspiracy theories, but I feel like he was threatened in some kind of way with his unaliving. He is a part of MAGA. So he didn't just one day wake up and say, I'm going to do this. No, he was meeting with people and they figured that this is a way to get things balanced the way that they want to get them balanced. He was threatened. And his partner, his wife or whatever, worked with him with this. So this is burial. So it's like he was told that he had to do that. I think there was probably some kind of contract. Marriage, wedding, which would be some kind of contract. He had a contract with the devil. Now, you guys know who we think the devil is. We don't even have to say it. Now, first thing I want you guys to remember is when the devil has things done, he doesn't have to do it himself. For people who are going to say, well, he wouldn't, blah, 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 blah. No, he wouldn't. It's just like we see things happen right now. And other people are falling. They're getting ripped away from their lives and their families and their money and all that kind of stuff. But he still stands still. This, I think, is just a part of that cult. And they want to get rid of people who may be keeping families together or, Yeah, here it is. Cover up, cover up, cover up. There's more behind this than we can see. Okay. And I see Sissy. He probably did hurt Governor Tim Walz too. Please. I think he wanted to. Thank you again, Sissy. I appreciate you. He probably did too. Yeah, he wanted to hurt. Yes, yes, yes. I think he had people on his list, Democratic um, people, and let's just ask if he was on the list. Spirit, was Governor Walz on the list of Mr. Vance? Yes, he was on that list, and he would have gotten to him if he could have, if they didn't stop him before, more things happened. He definitely was on the list. But I just, oops, thank you, Sissy. I appreciate you. Um, as a matter of fact, guys, I gotta ask what spirit wants us to know concerning this whole situation, because it's, even though it was very devilish what he did, but we still need to know what. See if spirit can tell us more about the cause, why. All right, spirit, we need to know more about Mr. Vance's reasoning. Give us information concerning that. Okay, so we have the three. We have the Three of Cups. We have the Moon. We have the Eight of Cups. We have the Ace of Wands, and we have the Three of Wands. So yes, there was a plan made. It was there. It was very secretive. Um, he wanted to. He wanted to bring the Democrats down. As far as that goes, he was just concentrating on getting rid of the Democrats. And there was some kind of secret, and he had to. I feel like this is something he had to do. He couldn't walk away from it because there was a major plan. Now, he's not the only one. I bet you they're going to find out other people were involved in this. And he also worked with people from overseas. So don't forget, this is a part of Pootie's agenda also, or the country, I'll say that. They want to bring America down. So it's like he was even working with people with that same agenda. Okay. Um, so there was meetings about it. He thought he was going to bring about some kind of change by any means possible. So whoever he was working with, there was some kind of contract. I think he felt like he had to follow through after he started it. He couldn't walk away because his life was going to be threatened. He had to do it after he had gone so far. I'll put it that way, guys. After he had gone so far, um, he couldn't walk away from it. Oh, you had 9 politicians as well. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Oh. Okay, Shalom says Melissa Hortman, the U.S. rep, yes, rest in peace, voted yes for med insurance for illegal children, but no for illegal adults. She wanted yes for all, but had to find a line. I don't know why these people are so sick. Yeah, there you go. Russian asset. Thank you, Latanya. Thank you, Latoya, for Russian asset. I don't, what I don't understand, guys, is all the people that were here before Columbus founded this land. They want to get rid of them. But their people came here later after this land was founded and people were living on it. Immigrants. That is all that America is. What is the problem? You know, if people are committing crimes and stuff like that, then okay. But otherwise, if people are doing okay, they just want to have a better life. That was the whole point that people came here for in the first place, to have a better life. So I don't get it. You know, I'm confused. I'm not confused. I think they are. But what I'm saying is, who made them so high and mighty that they can tell others that they can't come? I just don't get that. Okay, so yeah, he entered into some kind of contract with others. Okay, they met about it. It was a plan. It was a plan that they followed through on. Let's see. I'm going to ask: was Mr. Vance supposed to profit from these killings, unalivings? And I'm getting yes. So there was money involved. Probably was crypto. Probably was crypto, guys. Yeah, Valerie, right. They cannot. Valerie says what kills me is why men feel they can control women's bodies, but they can't. That's what they want to do. Okay. I should feel okay. Latoya, I'm going to pull cards on that and ask what is MAGA? What are they feeling? What is MAGA's mental state? Let's look at that. Let's look at MAGA's mental state. Why not? I don't think we look at that enough. MAGA's mental state. Those people, I think they have totally lost it. All right, Spirit, MAGA's mental state. I feel like I'm using the wrong cards. Let me use these. And this is the what lies beneath. Tell us about MAGA's mental state, Spirit. Group that call themselves MAGA. What is their mental state? What is MAGA's mental state? What is MAGA's mental state? All right. MAGA's mental state, Spirit. Trash. It's trash. Okay? Thank you, Spirit. They feel like they've been kicked to the curb. This is how they're thinking mentally. That's what I asked Spirit to tell me. They're falling apart, falling into pieces. Look at that. That's here's a picture, guys. So they're mentally unstable. This tantra sex, what does that mean? What is that supposed to mean? I think this is what dropped into my spirit. They don't like mixing. Okay. They have to stay within their own group. They don't like that. Copycat. You know what? Something else like this might happen, guys. There may be some copycats. Got to pay attention. They are not well. They're haters. I don't think I have to keep pulling, guys. There's some sick people in that group. There's some sick people in that group. That's the bottom line. Shalom says his wife had money and passport when they got her. I hope they lock her up too. I wonder if she was with him. Well, he did. They say he did go back home. Yeah, so that's your answer, Latoya. She says it's a MAGA nutso. And I wanted to see just how nuts they were. They are. They are. Oh, yeah, issues with abortion. You can't control other people. The Five Eyes. Okay. Which Digital says, can you read on what's going to happen with Five Eyes within the months of August and July and August? Okay. Let's see. What's going to happen with Five Eyes in the months of July and August? Somebody's walking away from it. Somebody's going to leave it. Walk away or get put out of it or something. What else, Spirit, can you tell me about Five Eyes in the months of July and August? So there's some things that are being done in the dark concerning Five Eyes, and somebody is going to have to leave. What else? And somebody's going to have to leave because they're going to stand their ground on something. something's going to happen, and they're not going to change their position on it. So the waters, whatever it is something that's really going to bring about some kind of hardship. And they're figuring the best thing to do is somebody has to leave so that things can get smoothed out again the way it should be. This is a lone person. This is the Six of Wands. Normally, there is, a person taking a woman and a child down the water, but this is a lone person. It's going to be one less person in that group, one less, organization, country in that group. Then we have the Ace of Cups. This is going to bring about some kind of new beginning. And then we have the Eight of Swords. I think that somebody's going to feel like they're kind of tied up or not being able to do what they want to do. This is probably the person that's going to walk away, or the country. They're not going to be able. There's things that they want to do that they can't do. And this is why they're holding their ground, and they rather walk away from it than to do what's expected of them. So therefore, it's definitely going to be some kind of new beginning. Let me pull one more card to see if I can get more clarification. They want things the way they used to be. So there is some agitator in the group that's causing them to look at changing the way things are done. And because they feel like somebody feels like they're not being able to do the things that they want to do. And I think for the most part, the group wants things to be the way that they used to be. So that's what's happening. I think somebody's going to walk away from that group eventually, or be told that they can't be in the group any longer, or, something like that. Yeah, I do think, Sissy, that this person was trying to please Orange Peel, but I don't think he was the only one. I think that there were other people that met with him. And when you're in a cult, sometimes it's hard to say no. So I think that that's what's going on with him. Trying to make sure. I'm going to go to the bottom and come back up, guys. Okay. Oh, Breezy, thank you. I appreciate you. You said, hello, Mary. I've been so busy. Yeah, I know. You've been busy taking care of your mother and stuff like that. So yeah, you have to do that. But thank you. I appreciate you for being here now, Breezy. Those are your spirit rings, and back at you tenfold. I appreciate you. Let's see. Guys, hit the like button for me, please, if you haven't already. I appreciate all of my moderators for being here also. Steph, okay, that wasn't for me. Let's see what it says. Shalom says, Mary, will there be an internet outage coming soon? Possible way to steer us to Starlink. Let's see. I guess I could ask, since it's a simple question. Spirit, will there be an internet outage soon? Will there be an internet? Spirit is saying yes. Okay, so will this be an intentional outage? Will it be an intentional outage? I'm getting yes. Thank you. Will it last more than a day, Spirit? Will it last more than a day? I'm getting no. Okay, Spirit. Will this outage have anything to do with Starlink? Will it have anything to do with Starlink? Yes. Will Leon make this happen, Spirit? Will Leon be the one that makes this happen? I'm getting yes. But if you think even if it's only a day, that could mess a lot of things up. People getting their money, all kinds of stuff could go wrong, even if it's only for a day. But then that would make us feel like we really need him. People do things sometimes, guys, for crazy reasons. Okay, I'm going back up. There was another starred one. Okay. This is, oh, thank you. Thanks for all you do, Miss Mary. These are some crazy times for sure. I appreciate you too. SB for you. Thank you. These are some crazy times. These are. But we have to stick together and we have to talk about it. We have to talk it out. We can't just sit around and let it fester in us. We have to get those feelings out. Oops. There you go. Your spirit rings. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. SB for you. Thank you. Back at you tenfold. Okay. Oh, Shalom. Thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate you. Thank you guys for being so generous. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. And back at you tenfold. Thank you. Okay. Now let's see. I was at the bottom. Let's see if I can kind of. Oh, Breezy, you're 30 minutes from the White House. You can probably tell us more about the Well, I'm sure you didn't go down there, but I wondered, did you see much coverage of the parade where you were at, Breezy? I mean, what I saw wasn't much, but trying to make sure I'm getting everybody. Okay. Fred says, Mary, if Kamala no longer has interest in being president, will we have a president after Orange is removed? I read on that before, and no, it's going to be more of a group of people that's going to lead us. It won't be okay. First of all, Vance, I keep getting Vance. It's not going to be president, guys. I think because when they're removed, it's probably going to be criminal stuff like they took the election or whatever. So let me ask, Spirit, when Orange Peel is removed from the office of the presidency, will Vance, the Vice President Vance, will he take his place? Will Vance take his place? No. It's going to be a group of people, Fred, that's going to run it. So let's just ask Spirit this. Spirit, will there be more than one person that's in charge of the White House when this happens? Yes. Will it be more than two people in charge of the White House and America when this happens, when Orange Peel leaves? Yes. Spirit, will there be more than three people? Will there be more than three people in charge? That's maybe. It may be more than three. And I'm feeling that if it's three, it's almost like I'm feeling like they would have to take votes or something before they do anything. So I'm feeling that if it's at least three, it would have to be three. But if it's more than three, it would have to be five because somebody has to break the tie. You know what I'm saying? So it is going to be, so Spirit, there will be a group of people that run the United States of America once Orange Peel is gone. Yes. So there won't be a single president for a while. That's what I'm hearing, for a while. So, and which is probably better, guys, because whoever they put in there is going to have a hard time. So, and not only that, I wonder if there would be. Okay, let me ask this. Spirit, will it be a mix of Democrats and Republicans? Yes. Yeah. So it's going to be a mix, which would probably be more beneficial, than having just all Republicans. Or it's going to be hard to have all Republicans. That wouldn't work. As far as Democrats, as far as I feel, that would not work for me because knowing how they tried to do it, because they were still, the majority of them probably would still try to, do his bidding, do his agenda for him and that kind of thing. So, yeah. Um, do other people have a list like Vance did, where he has some? Well, there were 70 people on the list. Really? I would be surprised. Excuse me. Excuse me a second, guys. Excuse me. My grandbaby's calling. Hold on. Hey, Duty, let me call you back, okay? Okay. All right, I'm online right now. I'll call you back, okay? All right. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I had to answer it. Let's see. What's the question? Okay, the question was, do other people have a list like Vance? All right, Spirit. Does other people have a list like Vance? Are there others like him? Yeah, there are. There are others. Thank you. Are these people MAGA? The people that have the list, are they MAGA? Yes. You know, that's sad, guys, because we don't know what's going to happen. I mean, what happens when he's taken out of office? It's crazy. Yes, thank you for that, Sin. Everybody, please hit the subscribe and the like button. If you're new here, I appreciate you guys. Please hit the subscribe and the like. My wounded healer. And Dion, I don't think I spoke to you today. Okay, so Mary, will there be an... Okay, I already looked at that one. Yeah, they do, Shalom, but it's not going to work. They want to take us as far back as they can because actually, guys, okay, this is my feeling. They want us to be a religious state, and you know that's all about control. Because it's kind of like how Christianity came into being in the first place. You know, he pretends that he's Christian and all that kind of stuff. I mean, but I think if they could get there and maybe even add their own passages to the Bible, and if people don't do like they say, you know what they did in the past, they just got rid of people. And so therefore you forget from where you come from, because there's nobody, if your lineage, all they know is that they had to conform in order to live, so they had to believe a certain way. I think this is where they're headed again. And it's because they are afraid of what the woke movement is going to do. The woke movement is about regaining your own power. And in that sense, they can't control us anymore. So yeah, they want to redo history in a sense, because we're becoming too powerful for them. We're waking up, which is why they have the agenda against the woke movement. But it's something that they can't stop. They can't stop it because this is something that the universe wants to clear up. They are not in charge. You know, we got to go through all this to wake people up, but no way we're going back to the 1800s. And guys, if you don't know about the history of the control of how they controlled people with Christianity and Catholicism and all that kind of stuff. There's a reason for it. This is where they're trying to head back to. So if they get us, if we say, okay, we're in order to live, we gotta follow these rules, these new rules, otherwise they're gonna wipe your family out, right? So what are you gonna do when your great grandkids come around? You're gonna have to tell them that this is the way they have to live, but not because you know that that's right, but it's because it's the only way that they're going to be able to live their lives in peace. That's what's happening. Yeah, Steph says none are true Christians. They're all haters. Yes, yes. But that's where they're taking us. That's where they want to take us. I'll put it that way. Um, let's see. Pam Bondi and that puppy killer belong in prison. They both make me so mad. Well, Sissy, Pam Bondi is going to prison. She's going to prison. We've read on her. As a matter of fact, I can see if the energies have changed. Spirit, is Pam Bondi going to prison? Will she go to prison? I'm getting yes. Yes, she's going to prison. The energy hasn't changed on that one. Oh no. Is Spirit, is Gnome going to prison? Is Gnome going to prison? Getting yes on that too. It's a bunch of them, guys. And trust me, it's going to be some Democrats too in that list. Okay, Mary, will we start? Will he start deporting our Somali immigrants? In Minnesota? Let's see. I almost hate to ask this question. Spirit, will Orange Peel's administration start to deport Somali immigrants in Minnesota? I'm getting yes. Now, see, that makes me think, they always do things for diversions, to make us look the other way. So, are they planning on, is this one of the ways they're going to make people or send people to Minnesota? I'm getting yes. So, I think that if you know anybody that the word probably needs to get out, I'm sure people are already afraid. So, but yeah, I got yes. Let me ask this question. Will they be successful in finding people to deport that are in Minnesota? I'm getting yes. Sorry, Shalom. I mean, yeah, weaponizing religion. Yeah. It's like, what won't they do? What won't they do to get their way? A mock reflection? A mock reflection. You mean something else happening like that, Andion? Okay. I need you to give me more information about exactly what you're talking about, and I'll go back down and wait for you to clear that up for me. Yeah, Johnson has to go. I think they're all going to go. Oh, they had about 1,000? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. So, guys, I got to read on a Texas multiple protests, with San Antonio being the largest. DFW metro area was huge too, almost 250,000 altogether. It was reported 6 million overall across the nation. Yeah, yeah. And I saw those big crowds. I did look at those. That's wonderful. I wonder what he thinks about that. We should ask. No, Mike Johnson, when they get ready to clear out Orange Peel, his administration is going. He won't be a part of any group. No. Mm-mm. Well, let's ask if the group that takes over. All right, Spirit. This is for Flawed. Um, the small group that takes over the presidency, Spirit, will they be there until 2028? Ooh, I'm getting yes. So they're going to be cleaning it all up. Will they be there to clean things up? Will they be there to clean things up? I'm getting maybe. Okay, so they're okay. Okay. Will they all have different agendas? Yes. Different agendas. Um, so one is going to be in charge of this, the other is going to be in charge of that. That's how that's going to go. That's how that's going to go. Because it's going to be a big mess. It's going to be a big mess. Well, thank you, Shalom. She says, thank you for everything, Mary, all the time. I appreciate you guys. There were over 100,000 protesters on No King's Day in Oklahoma City. In my small town, there were 100 protesters. Let's see how he felt about it. I got to see what he felt. I saw online where they showed him. It looks like he was asleep. Did you guys happen to see that? I think it was on what's the name? Media, the big one. They do the news. Dang, I can't think of the name of it, but you guys know who I'm talking about. He was asleep. What kind of parade puts you to sleep? That's how boring it was, I'm assuming. Okay, how did he feel, Spirit, about the No King's Day parades all around the country? How did Orange Peel feel about the No King's Day parades all around the country? Oh, he was so disappointed. Seven of Pentacles. He did all that work, planted all those seeds to have people come around him, and it didn't happen, and he was so disappointed. Yeah, he's sitting there. He's sad. He's sad. I guess that must be Melania trying to comfort him. But he's like, I did all that work, and then they had their own parades. What else, Spirit? What else can you tell me? The King of Pentacles. I don't know. I think he's thinking about Leon also, guys. He's thinking about the man with the money also. And that's not him. Why would he be on his mind? Because there's still a fight. Yeah, here's the Knight of Wands. As I said it, this card came out. So there's still a fight between them. They're pretending, okay? They're, after all that's been said to each other about each other and that kind of thing, especially what Leon said about orange peel. He's not going to forget about that. Mm-mm. So maybe he's blaming him. Oh, the Wheel of Fortune, karma, karma. It's not going to be long now, guys. Karma has come in. He's even thinking about that. Why did it happen like this? And guys, here's the deal. I feel like he knows how to use other means or have people use other means to get things done, um, you know, through chance and stuff like that. I'll say it that way. Okay. And so he sees that things are not working out the way they used to because he's good. He was good at that. He was good at that. Or he was good at having people work for him to do those kinds of things. But now things are changing. Karma is coming down. And he knows it. He's like, how could this happen? Here we have the 10 of Wands, the burdens, all the burdens. Okay. And this card to me is about the people, the countries that are turning their back on him. Everybody's turning their back on him. And he's trying to stay afloat. He really feels crazy. We have the Ace of Wands. You know what he's thinking about since this happened? He's thinking about signing even more things into law, executive orders that don't mean anything. That's how he's going to try to get his revenge. He's going to put more and more executive orders into effect. I wouldn't be surprised if one of them was about gatherings or parades or that kind of thing. I really wouldn't be surprised. And then we have the Four of Pentacles. So he's trying to figure out how he's going to hang on. How can he hold on? See, he knows things are not good, but he wants to make sure he holds on to this presidency, to all of his power. He sees his power leaving. And we have the Page of Pentacles. So he's focused. He wants to focus more on his money, more on that coin that's not worth anything. That's where his focus is. And he may even start talking more about that. Yeah, so yeah, he's ready. He's really ready for a fight now, guys. Let's just watch over the next couple of weeks, if it takes that long, and watch what his executive orders are going to be. It's going to be a lot about stopping people from getting together and doing this sort of thing. Well, he does want to stop the protests. He's trying to do that. Let's see if he will be able to continue calling out the military. Will Orange Peel be able to continue calling out the military to different states? No. Thank you. What about the National Guard, Spirit? Will he be able to continue to call out the National Guard? No. So the courts are going to rule against him. They're going to rule against him. Thank you, guys. Hit the like button. Okay, I'm going to scroll back down because let me see if I scroll down and come back up. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Bon, so he's pissed everybody off. And Dion says he's burned too many bridges and it's too dense to realize it. Yeah, he has. He definitely has. Hi, Shirley. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Hi, Lisa Lynn. Yeah, he's feeling shameful too. He should be. Okay, here we go. Lisa says, what did Orange Peel expect Doge took away people's jobs and livelihoods? Um, no one can afford their rent, much less travel to DC to watch a stupid parade. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you don't want him to bring you there because he'll bring you and leave you. That's what they did the people, the people that the J6ers. Yeah. Yeah, what did he expect? What did he expect? Okay, that's a good question. What did he expect? What did Orange Peel expect from his parade, Barrett? What did he expect? Only the MAGA people would go, but some of them he took their money away too. So I mean, hey, he took their money away too. But they are not smart enough to realize what's happening. We got the Five of Pentacles. Okay, this is how he feels. Left out in the cold. Although this is not what he didn't expect, that he was going to be left out in the cold. Look at that. It's like they ripped his head off. He didn't expect that. He thought he had it all figured out. Um, he didn't expect. This is a hangman. So he didn't expect that people would fire back out at him and look at things from a different perspective. He thought people were just going to go along with it. And we have the Two of Pentacles. He was thinking that he could balance things. He could make people see how good he was at bringing people together. That's exactly what he thought. But things were really out of balance. Ooh. He didn't expect justice, but he got it. That's what he didn't expect. Okay? The justice was on our side, and he got what he deserved. He didn't expect it, though. He sure didn't. Zen. Yeah, he was. I saw that. He was nodding off. I mean, he had to be. That was a terrible parade. When you go to sleep at a parade, that's really bad. A reflection to see how. Okay, in reflection to see how the votes really went, since some of the votes were destroyed or altered. Oh, you said, what do you do? Oh, a mock reflection. Okay. Spirit, will Orange Pill do a mock reflection to see how the votes really went, since some of them were destroyed? Looks like yes. He'll try to do his own thing and say that what they got wasn't correct. There's got to be some kind of way that they're going to figure it out, though, because you're right. Some of the votes were destroyed. Some of them, they said, were just thrown in the river or whatever. People just did whatever they wanted with the votes. Those votes can't be counted. But they must have enough information from what they have left, or however way they count them, to figure out the truth. And yeah, it matters because he shouldn't be where he is right now, and his whole administration shouldn't be there, and a lot of people that he appointed shouldn't be there, and all that kind of stuff. So it matters however they figure it out, but there's no way that even if there was an election do-over or something like that, I don't think that wouldn't even work. They would have to go from what they have right now, because the way things have happened now compared to where they were in October, November, so many things have changed. We know that if they did another election, that a lot more people who FA and FO would vote the other way. So yeah, there's got to be another way that they're going to do it. I think they just got to work with what they got. Really. Oh, that sounds good, Sissy. Says she's eating tacos tonight in honor of tacos. Wow. Fred says, thanks, Mary, for answering that question. I feel like Obama and Bush would be asked to be interim is what interim presidents before a new one is elected. Yeah. Now it could be him, I don't know. But I think it's going to have to be balanced, and I think it's going to be more than two people. That's what Spirit says. It's going to be more than two. Spirit, will Obama be asked to be an interim president? I'm getting yes. What about Bush? Will Bush be asked to be an interim president? I'm getting yes. Now that's asked. Will Obama accept being an interim president? No. What about Bush? Would he accept his Spirit? I'm getting yes for Bush. Will Obama help in some other way, Spirit, besides being an interim president? Yeah, he'll help in another way. Will the people that are asked, will they all have served? So it's going to be a mix of people. What did the military think about the dump requesting a folded flag from them? Sometimes I don't know about him. Okay. I didn't know that. What did the military think about dump requesting a folded flag from them? Okay, what did the military think about Trump asking for a folded flag from them spirit? What did they think? They didn't want to do it. Five of Pentacles. They were like, off with his head. Off with his head. They don't like him. And we had the Queen of Wands. If they could have did anything else, if they could have used their juju on him. But the queen, she don't play. Okay, this is the Queen of Wands, and she has her black. In this case, it's a black dog. Normally, it's a black cat. They didn't want to do it. What else? Give me another card, Spirit. Five of Wands. Wow, look at this. They just wanted to burn the house down. They didn't like it. They didn't like it. They wish they didn't have to do it. Now, this we have two fives here, which is about change, which is about one is about the structure of things. They didn't want to do that. And the other is about the action that they took. They didn't really want to do it. Okay. But they had to do it. They had to do it. They didn't want to do it. Nope. They didn't like it at all. They did it in New Orleans with a soldier. Okay, that's not for me, I don't think. A power nap. Yeah, okay. He probably was so knocked. I'm not going to say that. Okay, Mary, he said some not so nice things against our Somali citizens. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's only certain people that he likes. Okay. And they can't have any color in there. They got to be, he don't like certain people. I'll put it that way. He talks about countries like, how he called them shithole countries and stuff like that. I think he probably would think about Somalia the same way. So, I mean, that's the point, guys. That's what he wants to rid the United States of. That's why he brought the white South Africans here. We have to understand what the real agenda is. Trust me. If he's in there long enough, he's going to try to get away with anybody with skin color that's not like his, and that includes me and people like me too. So I mean, hey, but it's not going to work. It's not going to work, guys. If you do your history, you'll figure out that way back, the original people on this land were very dark skinned. I just don't understand what makes them think they can just move in and move everybody else out. Just do your history. As a matter of fact, I might do something on that. Yeah. Shalom says off balance in the toxic masculine instead of divine feminine and masculine. There you go. There you go. It has to be balanced. It has to be balanced. And the universe is not going to let it stay unbalanced like it is right now. This is what's trying to be worked out. We have to work together. Right now, this big gap, because they control everything and they're trying to get even more control of the feminine energy, and it's not working. It's like it's over. It's over. That's a great comment. I like that. It has to be balanced. Okay, I'm going to go back up. I see that. Let's see. Or down. Let's see what else is here. What happened with the impeachment? Did they already try to put it through? Because we already know. I haven't heard anything with that, Valerie. They're not talking about it right now. Blessed at 54 says a chance he could be gone out of office by July 4th. I wish that were true. It's probably a chance, but I wouldn't count on it. Is there a possibility, Spirit, that Orange Peel could be out of office by July 4th? There's a possibility. Will he be gone by July 4th? I'm getting no. I thought that some things were supposed to come out this weekend, and we didn't get anything from Anonymous. Rockland County, New York has sued and will have a recount. There were no votes. What? No votes for Harris whatsoever. I wonder how they're going to do a recount, though. Okay, so we know that's not right. There were no votes for Harris whatsoever. That's crazy. The student will have a recount. There were no votes for Harris. Well, we already know that that's wrong. No votes? I wonder how they're going to do it, though. Yes, everything is for entertainment purposes only. I think I said that in the beginning. Entertainment purposes only. Everything I say here is alleged. I just don't. Can you ask Spirit up there where a lot of MAGAs have awakened this weekend? Spirit, did more MAGAs awake this weekend to what's really going on with the orange peel? Did more of them wake up this weekend? No. Are they going deeper into the beliefs of MAGA? Are they going deeper into the beliefs of MAGA? I'm getting yes. See, the ones that are hanging on right now, probably they're so deep into it, guys, that they're like Vance, Mr. Vance, the one who did the unaliving in Minnesota. Oh, okay, sister, you might not have heard. They're saying that she really doesn't want it anymore. She doesn't want it anymore. She doesn't want to be the cleanup lady. So that's what I'm hearing. So if she doesn't want it, so that's what's happening. And I read on it, and she said it is true that she doesn't want it. Yeah, that's the way it should be. But if she doesn't want it, now after everything that's happened, I can't blame her. Trump is, yeah, he exited. Um, Putin would be at the G7 and be a negotiator between Iran and Israel. He's dangerous and needs to be gone. Yeah. Well, was it this one that I did the reading on? He left because people wouldn't go along with what he wanted to do with his agenda. And he felt that, they should do what he wants them to do. He wanted to be the big man. He's from the United States, but they were like, nope, nope. I read on it. I think it was in this slide. Apple. I think it was in this slide. Yeah, it's gonna be a mixture. I don't know. Is Clinton sick? I think I heard that he was sick. Will President Clinton be asked to be an interim president? No. I thought I heard that he was sick right now. Hi, Tab. I miss you all so much. Oh, we miss you too. I thought I was done with moving until my brother and mother were told that their landlord sold their home and they must be out by the 1st. Oh, that's hard. I know that's hard. Wow. And they do that too. I know somebody that happened to. That is hard. And then you got to figure out what you're going to do next. Well, we're sending you and your family lots of love and light. Lots of love and light. And I hope everything works out for you, Tab. You and your family. Yeah, that's hard. And they don't give you that much time when they tell you that too. I know somebody that happened to. And it's hard. Well, okay, well, let me ask. But I think that by the time he goes in trial and everything, this is for Blessed 54. She wants to know will Orange try to pardon the assassin? You remember, guys, I was getting those assassin cards, but I thought it was Orange. Okay, Spirit. Will Orange Peel will he pardon the assassin in Minnesota? No. No. Mm-mm. Nope. Hopefully he'll be gone by the time his trial takes place or whatever. Thank you, Shalom. Oh, Tab says she's learning to go with the flow. Yeah, I did, Sissy. He won't be asked. I think he's sick. Clinton's sick from what I've heard. Yeah, Andion says the world was full of nomads. People traveled all over the earth when it was only one land. Yeah, people, I mean, how can they tell somebody where they can't live? And especially, for religious purposes. Shouldn't be a war going on about that. Okay, I just saw Joe Rogan coming out saying he regrets voting. Wow, really? And asking for him to be impeached. So how is this affecting Joe Rogan? I mean, I don't know what else he does besides being online. I don't know what else he does, but maybe it's affecting his money in the way, like his stocks, or because I'm sure he has a lot of money. It's affecting something for him to say that. He's asking for him to be impeached. Really? Let's see what's going on with Joe. Let's see what's going on with him. Spirit. Now I'm going to use what lies we need for him to turn on him. It's kind of like, I get that same feeling as with Leon turning on him. At first, you don't believe it, and then you understand that it's really happening. So he's in his feelings. This jumped out. Okay, so he's in his feelings, and this is outdated. So does he think that expired, disused, old news? Okay, I need to know more, Spirit. Those jumped out, but I'm gonna put them back in. I don't think that's really telling me how or why Joe Rogan is feeling the way he is about Orange Peel. I'm not sure Rogan feeling the way he is about Orange Peel. Knowing they effed up. So he effed around and found out. This is affecting him, his money, guys. You can believe that. Situation is about to to explode. Shit's about to hit the fan. This has affected him in a personal way. So it says, this one says, caught up, finding evidence. It's affecting him in a personal way. Doing drugs. Now, I don't know what that would be about. Unless it's messing with someone's benefits or something that he knows, and they won't be able to pay for their drugs or something. Yeah, but this is affecting him personally now. Whenever somebody like that says, okay, it's like Leon, he wanted to get, and he still wants to get rid of him. But he just got to figure another way around it. Trust me. They're both working on getting rid of each other. Right. Yep. Will she run in 2028? Let's see. Spirit, will Kamala run in 2028? I'm getting yes on that. Thank you. Will she win, Spirit? Is the energy around it right now? I know it's early, but will she win? I'm getting yes. But, it's far away. The energy right now is if she runs in 2028, she would win. And she will. Oh, good evening, Linda. If Kamala doesn't want POTUS anymore, please let it be a good dim that does. It's going to be a group of people. Al Gore, well, he'll be among them. Now, that's a good possibility, huh? Clinton marched yesterday. Okay. Will Al Gore be asked to be among the interim presidents? No, he won't be asked. Well, crap, I wanted her. I do not know how I feel about Gavin Newsom. Yeah, me either, but I will vote for him if he won the nomination, but he will not be my first choice, right? And we still got time. Something else might happen, you know. I heard Obama was going to make a speech real soon about Agent Orange. Oh, really? Okay. And Dion says, yes, Clinton is not well. Yeah, that's what I thought I heard. Oh, thank you, Tab. She says, Mary, you're amazing, amazing. Sending you back the love. Yeah, I hope everything works out because I know that happened to somebody and it was really, really, really hard on them. So, what about Biden? Biden's sick. No, I don't think so. Will Biden be asked to come back in and undo the mess in the White House? No, I don't even think he would want to. You know how they got him out, and you know the Proud Boys were in Atlanta. They didn't cause any problem. None of the past presidents are. None of the past presidents are not well, excluding Obama. So I think you're saying that Obama is the only one that's doing good. So Bush is not doing good. Well, Clinton is not. Bush, Obama. Who else is left? Because we just lost Carter, which he wouldn't be. He's too old. He wouldn't be coming back. I think that's it. Unless some. Yeah, that's what I thought you meant. I will. Agent Orange embarrassed himself at the G7 summit meeting today. The leaders had to end the questioning because of stupid remarks regarding Russia. Yeah, I threw on that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They were sick of him. He wants to control everything. Nobody wants to be bothered with Russia. Mm-hmm. Blessed, yes, he's gonna turn on him again. But let's just see what the Spirit says. Spirit, will Leon turn on orange peel again for a second time? Yes, I'm expecting that. I read on that before, and it's not over. It's not over. So the energy is still the same. Um, is Leon giving Kamala information on Orange Peel? No. Is he telling her anything at all? Is he in contact with Kamala at all? No. No. I think Kamala would tell him where to go. But I think she doesn't want it now because she got to clean up too much mess. Plus, it would be too much distractions. I don't blame her about that. The group government will be temporary until a new election is held. Yeah. Yeah. Please see what Kamala Gavin's greater strategy is as the two are working together. Well, let's see what their strategy is. Hold on just a second, guys. Be right back. Okay. Allergies. Okay, Nicholas wants to know. Ooh, looking at the time. Please see what Kamala and Gavin's greater strategy is. I would think it would be something around California because that's just my opinion. But let's see. Orange Peel is trying his best to mess with California. What is the strategy, Spirit, between Kamala and Gavin? Strategy between Kamala. The Three of Pentacles, they are collaborating about something. Now, let's see if we can see what that something is. If they want to take some kind of action, we have the Knight of Wands about I think they're trying to make sure that he doesn't find some kind of way to get them all trapped up or tripped up in a way that they would need him. I think they're trying to figure out, here's the death card. So they're trying to make some changes to keep that state where it doesn't have to rely on him, because they know, first of all, Gavin Newsom and standing up against him, causing Gavin new scum. And he doesn't like that. And so he's trying to find ways to bring California down, just like he is with the whole United States. And we have the Seven of Wands. So they want to make sure when something happens, when something comes about, they may have some inside information about what he's trying to do with California. And right now they're trying to stay ahead of what they feel like is coming. Yeah. And here's the Justice card. So they want to make sure that things stay balanced, that they get justice if something comes through. They're working together to make sure. It's like they're kind of on a defensive in a sense. They want to make sure that whatever he throws at them, they'll be able to handle it. And let me just ask Spirit, Spirit, does Gavin and Kamala know the plans that Orange Peel has in the works for California? Yes. So they know he has something in the works. So they're collaborating together to make sure that he doesn't cause problems for California. That's what they're doing. They're getting ahead of it. Yeah. What will Jasmine do in the future? What will be her role? What does Jasmine's future look like, Spirit? Jasmine Crockett. What does her future look like? What does Jasmine Crockett's future look like? It looks good. She's going to be in partnership with others. She's going to continue to work with others. She's going to keep her eye on people that are trying to get away with something, just like she's doing now. So I don't think. Then we have the King of Cups. Yeah, she's that compassionate person, and she will continue to be that compassionate person. You know, she looks out for others. She really feels like, you know, she looks under the surface of things. You know, they try to pass these bills and that kind of thing. She's not just looking on top of what's happening. She's digging deep. So she's that compassionate leader. Oh, and she has the sun. So whatever she's doing, she's going to be happy. Things are really looking good for her. She's going to be very successful at what she does. So, but I think that she has a calling to make sure that things are going right with the people that she's working for. And that's what she's going to do. She's going to continue to do that. So that's what her future looks like. It looks good. Well, if she is applying for something else, she's gonna do good at it, whatever it is. It was David Smith on the Rogan podcast who said he regrets voting for Trump and calling his impeachment over Israel and Iran crisis. Rogan is mad at Trump over the tariffs and deportation tactics. Yeah, see, the tariffs probably are affecting him. You're right. Um, as far as Rogan goes, deportation tactics. So I got a feeling that he knows some people. Otherwise, he wouldn't care. So you're saying that Rogan didn't say it, but somebody else said it. But Rogan is mad at Orange Peel. Okay. Okay. Does Tim Waltz have any interest in being vice president anymore? Does he have any interest in it? No. I think this was really hard on both of them, guys, especially the way things are going now. Okay, guys, it's over 2 hours. So what I'm going to do is pull a card for us. Let's see what Spirit wants us to know. All right. What is Spirit that you would have us know right now? What's the information that we need to hear right now, Spirit? 555, major changes. It says, get your mindset right for what is to come. Your angels are alerting you to new energy coming your way. Change can be seen as a negative thing, but with the right mindset and the right alignment of to your goals, it's actually your angels' way of readjusting your life to fit your desires. Life will look different when you get what you want. Take a shower or bath using water to purify your mind and body. Promote your mental alignment with great things that are on their way to you. So great things are coming, guys. That's wonderful, and that's good to hear. All right, so guys, thank you so much. I love you all, and thank you so much to my moderators and to everyone that contributed to the channel. I really appreciate you guys, and I will see you the next time. Have a good evening. Bye.